All right. Hello, Wayne and Marcel here. Just wanted to take a second to do another video and show you how to look up cryptocurrency. A lot of people have a lot of questions about cryptocurrency, and the worst thing you do is just hop in here and start buying stuff. Just because something is cheap doesn't necessarily mean it's good value. So I'm going to show you how to take a look and really evaluate a coin. And this is one website I use, coinmarketcap.com. As you can see, I've got it pulled up. But CoinMarketCap, there's some valuable information in CoinMarketCap. A lot of people do use other websites. This is one I've used the most. I am experimenting with some others, but this is the one I basically go to the most just to show you. So when you're looking at this at the rankings, it basically shows Bitcoin. It ranks it by market cap. So Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum 2, Ripple 3, and I'm going to use Ripple as an example. So Ripple is number 3 in market cap, but only at $1.33 compared to $9.75 and 10,700. So why is that? So let's click on Ripple, and I'm going to show you some things to look at when you're evaluating cryptocurrency. Not just how big is the market cap, but how much is the circulating supply. So if you look here, we've got 38 billion Ripple that are in circulating supply. Total supply is 99.9, basically 100 billion. There's a good 60 billion that's locked away, that's put into escrow, that's going to be released down the road, and that could dilute the supply. But that is why there's so many. When you look at Bitcoin, we'll go back and take a look at Bitcoin. So why is one Bitcoin worth 10,700? Basically because the circulating supply right now is only 16 million, and there's a 21 million max supply. That shows you that it's not as diluted. There's a lot more demand for it, and that's why it's not as diluted. And you see Ripple at number 3. So there's some other things about Ripple. And you really want to learn how to evaluate a cryptocurrency and figure out where to buy it from. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to go down to one. You can basically hit search, and you can search for anything you want to research. And I'm going to show you one I was looking at recently. I typed in the symbol, gave me the cryptocurrency. All right, Vivix. So you look at Vivix, and this is one that I was able to buy in, made some really good gains on it recently. I'll show you a couple things to look at. So there is a circulating supply right now of 55 million, right? Pretty decent amount, and not too bad for $11. That gives it a $619 million market cap. A lot of room for growth there. But if you want to look more into it, all right. So your first question I hear from everybody is, where do I buy something? So you come down here, you scroll down, and right where it says markets, I'm gonna click on there, and it's gonna list all the markets you can buy it on. Now, and it ranks it by volume in the last 24 hours. First one being a Korean exchange, but Binance and Bittrex are both exchanges I trade on. I actually bought some of this when it was on Bittrex. It just hit Binance, which is the reason for the big increase in its price. But it lists all the different exchanges you can buy it on. And if you click on this link, it will take you to that exchange. And you can also look at the charts to see, okay, what's going on with this thing? Because every cryptocurrency, when you pull up the chart, it's going to show the complete history of the cryptocurrency. So every one is going to look like this. Whether it went from 0 to a penny, to 0 to $10, $11, it's going to have this same, vertical rise. But you gotta scale back, and let's see, what does a 7-day look like, right? So there you see 7 days. See what happened? Actually hit Binance yesterday and went up, and that was something we knew was coming. And then you can look at the overall 1-month history of it, and you can see there's been some ups, some downs, but definitely some good things that are driving this right now. So that will show you, just the history of it. But you can hit website, and it'll take you to that company's website. So it's going to take me to Vivix.org. You can see that's loading. And then I can research more about this. When you hit on what is Vivix, there's a manifesto. There's a roadmap of 2018 to tell you what's coming with this particular cryptocurrency and their technology, some of the features, but the most important thing is the white paper. And I challenge you, if you're buying cryptocurrency for the long term, if you're buying it for a long-term investment, then a lot of the price fluctuations right now is all based on speculation, because a lot of the companies, either the technology is so new or they haven't released their products yet. But you are investing in future technology and what each company will do. So you can basically download the white paper here, technical notes. If you click on there, it's gonna take me to an overview. And if a cryptocurrency doesn't have a white paper, I would tell you initially stay away, unless you can find more information on it. That's basically their core foundation of what their technology is, what their cryptocurrency, what their coin or token will do. And typically you'll find a site that gives you a lot of information. So do your research. If you're thinking about jumping on something, don't just jump on something because it's cheap. Don't just jump on something because it's making a run. That run could be purely on speculation, or it could just be a pump. And the problem with the pump is there's always a dump. So that's how you can research any cryptocurrency. Also, when you're looking at the market, so let's go back to the main market page, right? And I typically trade to BTC. Every trade I make is to increase my value in BTC. So I look at, Bitcoin is actually down 1.42% over the last 24 hours, right? But when I look at some of these other ones, Stellar is up 2.56%. That's in US dollar. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll see it's actually, compared to Bitcoin, it's actually up 3.74%. But because of the decline in Bitcoin price, that's why the US dollar price is down. And so you really want to look. So if you look and Bitcoin is up 10% and every other cryptocurrency is up 10%, that means every other one is basically flat because they're all riding the USD wave that Bitcoin is whether it's going up or down. So whether it's up 10%, down 10%, that variation is what's going to show what that currency is actually doing. So a lot of these that are down, Bitcoin Gold down 1.75%. Well, if you pull it up, it's actually almost flat in Bitcoin value. It's just because the value of Bitcoin has dropped. Its value in USD has dropped. So hopefully this was helpful. This is a great website. I would recommend you bookmark it on your computer, bookmark it on your cell phone. I reference this numerous times throughout the day. When you want to research or you want to find out what's going on with certain cryptocurrencies, it's a quick go-to. And hopefully it was helpful.